Hello, welcome to my YouTube channel, Lady D Psychic. This will be my weekly video that I do every week on the planets. I talk about the different transits, as well as I do a card reading for the week, and then I also do a channel from my guides as well. So I hope you've all had a great week. So with this week, we do have a really big rare alignment, and that's happening on the 19th of July. Now, if something doesn't happen on 19th of July doesn't mean it's not going to happen. It can mean this could be a long transit um, over the next month, just sort of see what happens. It is got all the outer planets; they move slowly. But before we get to that, we'll go to the other aspects that are happening this week. So we do have on the 18th, we've got Uranus with tri Pluto. So Uranus tri Pluto is a tri, so it's a very good energy. It's like the energies are working together and they're flowing. The only thing with, I always say, I've been saying the last couple of weeks with Uranus, it is unexpected, it's unusual. You just don't know what you're going to get. So, for instance, this past week we've had the square with Uranus and Venus. So I knew it was something unexpected to do with money or with a loved one. And for myself, the fair in New Zealand got cancelled. So we got the notice last Monday, and I knew something was coming up, but I didn't know what. Actually, what I thought it would be wasn't. It was something else. So, and it's something that you have no control over. We're still going because we've got workshops that we've already planned and we've advertised, and we've already got our plane tickets advertised as well. But the fair itself is cancelled, so we're looking at doing alternative things while we are over there, trying to organise that in 6 weeks. So it is unexpected, it's unusual. I don't know what you're going to get. I did have a funny feeling about going though this time. That's the thing. Anyway, so with Uranus, it's a try. So Pluto is about destruction, rebuilding. So whatever this is going to be an unexpected change of destruction, but as a rebuilding, something new coming in its place. On the 19th with the alignment, which I'll talk about in a moment. 20th, we've got Mars sextile Saturn. That is going to be, so Mars is will be a strength in this case, and with Saturn being problems, it's giving you that strength to sort of be cluey and work out problems and situations that are going to come up, but you're going to have to face. I do feel like anything that's like that with Saturn, I always say it's resilience because you're being creative, you're having to think outside the square in Mercury retrograde, but it's giving you that strength, that confidence to get through those problems. And we've still got Mars, which Mars is in Gemini, so he's in a fast paced sign there. We've got on the also on the 20th, we've got Jupiter in tri to Neptune. Jupiter, the planet of luck. Neptune being the dissolving energy. It's a delusion. So there could be something dissolving, which would be a positive aspect, or as someone's trying to pull the wool over your eyes, you're being able to sort of see that aspect. So that as well. On the 21st, we've got Jupiter. It's going to be opposition to Pluto. Those aspects are actually only more, I feel like, more on the 19th, but it's on the 21st. So that is it's luck. So whatever is coming, there's a luck about it. That's for sure. And then also on the 21st, you've got Jupiter sextile to Uranus. So again, something positive, but something unexpected, something unusual. Now, so all kind of positive aspects that we have. So what this big thing is on the 19th, we've got Pluto and Uranus, Jupiter, Neptune, all at 4 degrees of the sign that they're in. And they're all aspecting each other, making angles to each other. I know with some of these planets are actually hitting my natal planets too, and making aspects in my natal chart with things. So this, and I have heard that people say there's earthquakes. It's not earth energy. This is air and fire. So we've got Pluto in Aquarius, and that's all about changing in how we live and how social groups are in communities. And it's about destroying how it has been, but creating new ones in its place. And we are starting to see the change, and we are going through some difficult issues where people are protesting, people aren't happy, but it's like people are creating up a storm to make the change for what's to come. So we've got that energy. We've got Uranus that's in Gemini, so it's air. So that's unexpected affected connections and networking, and even maybe even how we socialize as well, and how we learn. And then you've got Jupiter, which is going to be in Leo. So Jupiter in Leo has been very creative. It comes from the heart. It's also a luck with egos and wanting to stand out. We've got Neptune, which is in fire, which is in Aries. So it's a change in leadership. It's dissolving leaders and leadership. It's it can be a change and dissolve in how we identify, or the identity of leaders or ourselves too. So there is a lot of different things. I don't know what this energy is going to bring. I just feel like it's like the world is changing, and it's like a new way of being. It's something that we haven't experienced before. And this is, I don't know when the last time this transit has been. It's probably been like hundreds of years ago, um, to outer planets. Now, there are squares to Chiron during this time. So we do have Uranus, and we've got Jupiter and Pluto are squaring Chiron during these transits too, which is creating an angle of a wound here, wound with our pride, our ego, a change in how we want change to be. So there's that. Plus, we've got the nodes that are about to um, change signs. So we've got the North Node going into Aquarius. It's right over my sun, actually. And then we've got the South Node into Leo. So it is a lot. I don't know. Whenever I tune into this energy, I see soldiers. I do see war energy, but there's a positive aspects. But keep on seeing rose soldiers. So whether it be the war, I don't think the wars that are happening around the world, the two major ones, I don't feel like they're ending just yet. I feel like if anything, like they're going to continue on, or they're going to spread. I do feel like it's going to be changing how we do things. I do feel like it's going to bring up some fighting. I do think there's going to be something about technology as well that's going to come up with these transits. Whatever the case, it will be interesting. As I said, wait to see what unfolds over this next month. The energies are flowing positive. We just don't know with that Uranus. I can tell you the themes of what it's going to be about in the signs that they're in, but to actually tell you what's going on, I don't think anyone really knows. I don't feel like it's an earthquake, because, as I said, that is more earth energy, and there's none of these planets are in earth signs. Actually, at the moment, we don't have anything in. We've got Venus in Virgo at the moment. So we've got Venus in Virgo, and I think that is the only thing that has an earth energy that we have. Everything else is fire and air. So, water. We've got the Sun and Mercury retrograde in the water sign. So no, nothing that's really earth based. So we'll see what happens. We see how it all pans out, and we'll adjust to it. Let's look at the cards for this week to see what we get. And then I've got to get moving. I've got Flamingos live tonight, so I'm doing this very quickly. So let's see what we're going to get for this week. I'll just use my Black Cat Tarot cards, my favorite deck. Let's have a look. Okay, so I do feel like there is unity here, but it's like, what side are you on? I feel like that there's this underlining disapproval of things in the way that things are done, and I feel like this is more like countries around the world. But there's unity here. There is a signs of being social aspects. There's actually like two cards that are coming out here that are quite positive. I feel like they're like relationships. I heard unity when they came out. And it's like We just need to sit and back and watch where the chaos is going to go and where it's going to lead us. As I said, we need to adjust with what's going to happen with our environment. I do feel like that there could be something from the past that you've been trying to create or trying to grow, and it might be like it's been taking a long time, a bit stagnant, but it's like it wasn't the time then to do that project, but now it's like coming to sort of full circle, full steam ahead. At the same time, you're already willing on waiting on something. It's like bags packed, ready to go, but there's something holding you back. We've got the Tower card coming out here, so I know that can be a bit of a distraction, but that's Pluto. Pluto's destruction and the kind of the planet of destruction and rebuilding. So this could be, I think that's connected to the thing that's from the past that wasn't time yet, but it's coming up to where it may be time to do that. And there is, we do have a card of fighting and a card of change. I'm going to say this, I feel like it's uncomfortable change. I feel like there'll be conflict or a fight, and the result, it will be major change. I do feel like it's going to be globally or globally felt. And I feel like that there is a time, there'll be a change. There is a change in government. I know that England, you've got your change in your prime minister, because there's a change in leadership coming up here, and there's someone leaving. I feel like there's an exposure of truth, and I do feel like that. I keep on hearing war, so I do feel like there's something about the wars that are going to come out here. I feel like we're also going to get new knowledge coming out, a new way of learning, or secrets going to be let loose this week. People are sort of showing their cards, and I feel like that there's a lot of mixed results with people too, that people are staying together in their own tribes, or they're, who they want to be close to, they're wanting to stay that, and they want that comfort, and they're sick of, perhaps there's a waiting, sick of waiting here. I feel also there could be a feeling here of trapped, but having to do a lot of self-reflection as well. And I feel like it's like some people, it's going to be what they're trying to grasp or where they want to go is out of reach or no longer available to them anymore. I think there's going to be a lot of mishaps or hiccups. I feel like reflection is a big thing, but like you're waiting to move forward. But I feel like the most important thing is to wait before you react. Like, see the storm coming, see the damage it does, and then just see. So this is a mixed bag. I've got a lot of signs here that are positive, a few cards that are saying there's change coming, but it's uncomfortable, it's confrontational. And then I've got like these cards saying just see what happens. And I always say that, just see what happens, then adjust, react, reassess. But I know it's about with relationships with people, but it's about feeling comfortable who you're with as well. And it could be that maybe your time to move on to be the person that you're with could also be coming up too. Globally, I think that tensions are going to rise. I think that at the moment things can't resolve itself. And I think there's going to be a lot of outspoken people that are going to want change. And I feel like if people don't adjust to where everything is going or read the writing on the wall, what people want, and it's going to make it hard. And I feel the tighter that they pull, what they want, it's like a rope, like a tie, when you rinse something out, tighter it is, it's going to be hard because people are going to rebel more. That's what I kind of feel too at the same time. So yeah, it's going to be a bit of a mixed bag. But as I said, we'll just see what happens. Could be new technologies coming up too. Will definitely be new technologies and new way of being and learning and seeing things and networking. But I think it's going to change and definitely how we all do things. Okay, so let's do a channel for this week as well and see what we get there. This big alignment that you're all waiting for is finally happening on the 19th of July. For 3 weeks after is when the dramatic shift will actually happen. For you'll see cracks starting to form, you'll see shifts, and you'll see people switching which way they are turning and moving in a new direction. It's time for you to all think positive, but also know the truth is coming. Know where you are now is not where you're going to be in 3 weeks' time. Know that where you're thinking you're going to travel to may not be the case. For there'll be changes in travel plans, there'll be changes in where you want to go, and even changes in where you want to live. The aspect of your environment is forever changing, and it is changing fast now. Things now are starting to move fast pace. It is going to seem like who's your ally and who's your foe. You're not going to know who to trust at some point, but at the same time, you're trying to create wealth and you're trying to create the safety environment that you want to create for yourself. For everything happens has its time and has its place. You need to think quick, you need to think sharp, and you need to be on your feet. You need to be able to adjust at the change of a will. For people's wills will change and they will be more stubborn than ever in what they think is happening in your country, in your home, in your town, your suburbs. But these changes will ultimately be good because it means the world is shifting in a new way. For no longer will you care about your brand names. You will just want things that last and that are good quality. No longer will it be suitable for you to have that flashy outfit. It is just about what you have access to. All these things are changing around you. Okay, that's it. Um, Okay, that's it. So tonight I'm at Flamingos Live. It's a sold out event. Tomorrow I'm at Chaos to Calm. And on Sunday I'll be at Gosford Leagues for the fair there. And then if you want any readings from me, you can contact me via my social media. You can book through my website as well for readings. This weekend's more content. Just contact me. If you want readings at the shop, you need to contact the shop directly. And I think that is it. So we'll just see what happens over this week. And that's all we can do is just see what happens. I don't know. No, I've been trying to tune in. I'm not sure what's going to happen. I just know this is a big alignment. I know it's a big shift. And we'll see. But even in New Zealand, I had this feeling that things weren't going to be smooth sailing. So we'll see. But we're still doing our workshops. We're still coming over as of now. We're still coming over unless something bigger happens. So yeah. So thank you for your likes, shares, and your comments, and I'll see you for my next video. So bye for now.